welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 22nd of June. My name is Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary P.
And Gary, bit of a shout out to my sister Sarah, who is an avid GPTV watcher who takes
Sarah.
every opportunity to let us know what's wrong with the show. But a shout out to her, wishing her a very happy birthday. And she's in Sydney, and I'm sorry that I can't be with you to share your birthday, Sarah, or Shmuel, or Sam as we call her. But ultimately, you know that I'm there in heart and spirit.
I don't think she's missing you at all, Phil. I think she's happy to be in Sydney, in the open, free air of Sydney, rather than the lockdown city of Melbourne.
Well, it's not so free up there now, Gary. Those Sydney-siders who have long looked down on their Melbourne cousins and gone, it's the diseased, sick state. Well, clearly somebody from Melbourne's been running naked around Bondi,
Bondi Junction,
shaking their COVID germs over everybody.
That's a wonderful image there, Phil. Let's move on with the show. Actually, was Sarah at PLC still in Melbourne when you drove that car and smashed the gates at PLC on that test drive?
It was, Gary, yes.
We did test drive an Alfa Romeo, a beautiful car, and Philip and I decided we would go and take out some young ladies at the time. Drove down Burwood Road, turned into PLC, and lo and behold, smashed the columns and the gates of PLC. They hallowed entry. Anyway, true story.
Yes, I'm not known for my driving abilities, although I do have my strong points with some things like auctioning properties, Gary, and I don't mind saying, well, you just flitted around from property to property without your tie on, trying to be super relaxed.
Well, you said it was okay.
Well, I did 5 auctions on Saturday and 7 auctions on Sunday. You look rather relaxed, I must say. And
you know what? I was rather relaxed, actually. It's true. I was feeling very good about being there, doing all the hard work behind the scenes, Phil. It's very easy to be the front man, but the real work we know goes on in the background, which I don't want any credit for. I don't need any credit for.
Somebody has described our partnership on occasions. We are like a Michelin star restaurant, Gary, where a Michelin star restaurant only gets 3 stars if the front of house was running like clockwork and the kitchen was running like clockwork. Okay. And someone say, Gary, some people have said over the years that I am the maitre d' and you are the chef.
I am the one sweating in the kitchen with beads of sweat coming off my brow, not into the food, of course, because I would be very sanitary that way. And you are just flitting around.
Effortlessly flit from table to table, ensuring that people have the most bespoke and beautiful evening out. While you sweat over and drop your filth over their meal in the kitchen.
Somehow it still works and no one's got sick. Anyway, Phil, let's move along.
We haven't had our stars taken away from us yet,
we haven't,
Gary,
Phil.
But,
Phil's mailbag. Let's put it up.
Somebody else complained about it.
Edna said, what would we do without your market review? Excellent show every week. What would you do? I don't know, Phil. I don't know what you would do. Probably I could think of a big list of things, but you clearly can't, Edna, so thank you for
Edna, thank you very much for taking the time to send us something, and let's send you something, Edna. I don't know what we're going to send you, but if we can find your address, we will have a gift dropped into you.
In the old days, it would have been a camel or something like that. Now it's probably some movie tickets. But we'll get something over to you. Phil, big weekend of auction. Have you got the clearance number? The rates? I don't know what the percentage
Gary,
was.
the industry clearance rate, I think, was 75%.
We
were bang on industry average. So we were just average viewers this week. But
some exceptional results.
Having said that, wow, we had some extraordinary results. 2 of which I'm still recovering from. A marathon auction on Saturday. Saturday, a marathon auction in Shoobra Road. And then Sunday, I've got to tell you, that was something like out of a movie, that auction in Hotham Street.
Although, I don't think a lot of the crowd that were there actually watched Mad Men, because said, it's like I see the Mad Men in a sort of very interesting crowd were looking at you like, what's Mad Men?
It was more like a scene from Williamsburg or Brooklyn.
Right. Exactly right. Maybe
than it was.
Phil, can we move back to Saturday, Phil? Because 2 things happened on Saturday that were quite extraordinary. 2 auctions.
2 extraordinary things.
We have sold 2 properties under intense competition. Both properties, one of those, Phil, in Tooronga Road, the other one in Shoobra Road. Both of those, no access allowed, and we just listed something also.
Yes, good
no
point.
Access allowed, Phil.
So it's a new thing. It's a new.
That's it now. You can't come and see. You can't see. You can't taste. You can't look. You can't touch. You can buy, but you can't see or touch anymore.
Rather interesting, viewers.
That's a new
so we have a
strategy.
property in Shoobra Road, which for whatever reason the vendors have said you can sell our property, which is essentially a block of land. You can sell our property. It does have a house on it. It is livable, but you can't come inside.
No, exactly right.
And you can't even come through the front gate.
Yeah.
So we took this property to market. We had about We had a lot
We
of
had like
we
8
had
bidders.
a
It
lot
was
of people.
crazy.
We had a lot of people at the auction, obviously all standing in a COVID friendly
Yep.
and distant
Yep, we did.
manner. And all of those 8 bidders couldn't care less whether they got to see the property or not.
No.
Same thing happened in Tooronga Road, where we had a house in disrepair.
Yep.
I think it could have been renovated, but they were worried that somebody might fall through the floor.
Yep.
So we said, no, nobody can come through the house. And again, we had, I think, 4 or 5 people bidding there for you. So viewers, we used to give you advice as to make sure you present the house really well, declutter, paint, fix things up, reorganise your furniture. Now, the new rule is do whatever you like, because you don't even have to have people come through the house anymore.
You can buy, but you can't touch, Phil. That's what it's about
You
today.
can buy, but you can't see.
Can't see, can't touch, but you can buy. We've just listed a property as well in Snowden Avenue.
Yes.
It's an exclusive here. First time anyone's hearing about it. No board, no ad, not even auction soon. But we've got one in Snowden Avenue, and guess what, Phil? Same thing again. You can buy, but you can't see, you can't touch. That's the new thing. I'm not quite sure that's a trend. But anyway, let's move on, Phil. Some of our auctions on the weekend. We sold Cromwell Street very well on Saturday morning. Philip, well done to Jeremy Rosens, who conducted that auction on behalf of Mark Kirkham, sold for well over the expectation, which was in the 8s, and it went beyond that. Shoobra Road, of course, sold for $2,661,000. Phil, what a strong result that was, with something like 8 bidders, well above the expectation and reserved. It was in that sort of low 2s. Phil, Thomas Street, well done on that. You sold that one in East Brighton. We love East Brighton, 1285. Well done to the vendors, delightful people over there. And Phil, just another quick one. We sold a 2 in Narrong Road.
Yes,
That was good.
yep. That was
Undisclosed
terrific.
prices. I'm so sick of I'm so over undisclosed. I think we're just going to have to start disclosing everything soon.
I think we've got to have a long, hard chat, Gary, not
Yeah.
only with our sales team,
Yeah.
but with our vendors
Yeah.
who run public auctions.
Yes.
Where
People
there
see.
is like a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean,
No more than
obviously-
50, of course,
obviously, you know,
more than
everything's
50,
COVID friendly, but on the assumption that there were 200 people at your auction that we can't talk about. But if there were 200 people at the auction, Gary, those 200 people are all going to go and tell 5 people. So by the time the auction's an hour over, 1,000 people know, and by the time Sunday night comes around, 300,000 people know. So because only people just love to talk about real estate.
Of course
So
they do.
having your price undisclosed. Here's the thing, viewers: realestate.com and domain.com, who are the big search engines and the big portals in real estate.
They're monsters.
Even if we tell them the
Friendly
price
monsters.
is undisclosed.
Yes.
So let's say your house is at 100 Orrong Road
Happy
in
monsters.
Caulfield North. You have your price undisclosed. We sign a document with you
Yes,
which says we will not tell anybody.
No.
Everybody conforms.
We're well
On the
behaved.
day your property settles, the valuer general, who gets all of the information about every sale,
Do you know what he says
will
to
then
undisclosed?
make that
Do you know what he
information
says?
public. What?
He says this. He says like that. That's what he says. He says, you say, undisclosed, confidential, valuer general just goes, bang, see you later, there's the bird.
So
Everyone's gonna
that's
know
on
about
the
it.
assumption that the valuer general is a man. It might be a woman. It could
She
be
could
they.
be someone who identifies.
But ultimately,
Either way, Phil, got to be
ultimately on
open
the-
for everything now. Go on.
On the day your property settles,
Yep.
the information is in the public domain.
Yes.
Then what happens
Yeah.
is realestate.com and domain.com,
Pick it up.
they pick up the data and attach the sale price
you know what they do, Phil?
to your property.
You know that they go like that because they don't care. They give you both a finger. They don't care. They
So-
advertise
so
it, and then we get calls from people saying, "But you said it was undisclosed," and we said, "Yes, it was undisclosed. We didn't disclose it. We didn't tell anyone. We kept it a secret. Cone of silence. No worries." But Value General, realestate.com domain. That's what happens.
Ultimately, viewers understand this. On the day your property settles, your sale price will be public information. So really disclosing it for
worry
the
about
sake
it.
of 30 or
Just
60
disclose,
days. Just
disclose
relax,
away,
Relax. Don't be
relax.
ashamed of
Exactly
making a
right.
huge amount of money.
Exactly, it's okay.
Don't worry that your
We live in-
children are looking at what you sold
Exactly
for,
right.
or your ex-business partner.
gonna
or the-
waste it
or the
all and
person
spend it
that
all anyway when
or
you
the
go.
person that you promised to pay back. Don't worry.
Exactly right.
They're going to find out.
They're going to
anyway.
find out and they'll get it from you. Phil, should we move on? 63 Orrong Road. Well, that's an interesting sale. The price undisclosed, Phil. I think we were looking in the 2s, and of course we've got the 2 somewhere. But Phil, price undisclosed. But that had been the same family as a doctor's surgery.
Yes.
For a very well-known, well-respected doctor for many, many years, Phil. So quite a bit of a historical
And
sale.
for the local residents in Elsternwick
Yep.
that are worried about losing a well-known...
We can say who it is because it's Dr. Anne Kelman, Phil.
Yeah, so
because
Dr. Anne
it's
Kelman
public knowledge.
is
That's her-
moving on from that property.
her practice
but
there.
ultimately, a another medical person will be
Yes,
occupying that
that's
property.
right.
So the good residents of Elsternwick,
Yes.
you're not losing any medical people.
We wouldn't let
we're
you be
replacing
down.
one with another.
We wouldn't let you be one doctor down, don't worry.
And I've
we
got
would
to
never do
just
it.
tell you,
Yep.
having dealt with Dr. Anne Kelman
Yes.
on Sunday, what a
Yes.
delightful,
Yes.
lovely person. And I understand why she would have been in practice
Yeah.
for so long, because I reckon she would have been one of these wonderful doctors.
One of these
that
family
once
doctors
you've
that-
seen her, you're just going to stay with her for generations.
You are indeed, Phil. That's a little bit about the market. Lots of people about land, very hot feel. Apartments still okay, but not as hot as land, and not as hot as sort of the more smaller homes, units, cottage style properties. Hey, I reckon we've got a good buy. I've got to say this, Phil. I reckon we've got a good buy, a screaming buy. Can we get a bit of a scream going? Thank you. Love the scream, Phil. A screaming buy. I've got to say this, Phil, because I reckon 1A Buran Road.
Yes.
A freestanding home
Yes.
in beautiful order, Phil. I reckon that house at 1295 is a good buy, a good opportunity.
And Gary,
So,
a bit of
I could recommend that
bit
one.
of a shout out to the vendor of that
Yeah.
property, because really
Delightful
nice man.
vendor, yes.
And on top of the house would have to be one of the most immaculately
Oh, it
presented
is,
homes
Phil.
I've ever
For
seen.
1-3,
but a
call
bit
it.
of a shout out,
Good
not
value.
just to him, but to that area. My prediction, viewers,
Yep.
anything within about a 10-minute walk of the Caulfield racecourse
Yep.
is going to go up significantly in value over the next few years, as the state government, together with the Victoria Racing,
Yes, also Melbourne Racing, MRC, Phil.
Yep. Well, the Racing
Racing Club.
Authority.
Melbourne
So
Racing Club, yeah.
Caulfield
Oh, no,
Park,
there is a
the
Racing
Caulfield
Authority, yeah.
race course
Yep.
is going to get redeveloped into the most incredible
Something wonderful.
community area. So there's going to be a lot happening. So
Yep.
if you live within a 10-minute walk, I reckon your value of your home is going to get a free kick out of that.
That's good buy. Jump on that one. Phil, we've got some auctions to talk about that are coming up this weekend. I think we've done enough of the banter, although some people just love the banter, but the auctions, there's banter through the auction review as well. We've got lots of auctions, Phil. We're not going to wait till the weekend. Oh no, we can't, Phil. We're too impatient for that. 1 to 7 at 110 Hotham Street. That goes off on Wednesday, Phil. Goes off like a prawn in the sun, Phil, at 1:30. Can we talk about that a little bit?
Which one?
The block of apartments in Hotham Street, Phil. 1 to
Do you know,
7.
I've been tuning in and out of
110,
this
yeah.
show. I might
No.
seem like I'm present,
Engaged, yeah.
but for some reason
Yeah,
today,
you're just away somewhere.
I'm taken away with my thoughts. So
Yes.
thank you for reminding me about apartments numbers 1 through 7
Seven
at
at
110
110
Hotham
Hotham Street.
Street.
Yeah, Phil. Let's talk
What a
about it.
great block. You get to buy this incredible block. They're really large apartments, much larger than you'll generally
Yes,
see.
they are.
Buildings in incredibly good condition. This is an opportunity to buy. You know, if you're looking for a generational asset, this is as good as it gets.
For sure.
Or as an investor, you might buy the entire building, sell 1 or 2 off when you need some money. But this is a great opportunity. Great building, great opportunity.
Let's get to the weekend now. Phil, busy weekend. I think we've got I know we've got 20-something auctions and we'll get through them all, but let's talk about the triple auction action that is on at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. Phil, we're going to start off in Kennedy Street in Bentleigh East. You're going to be over
Gary,
there.
what a beautiful property this is. I love these homes. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Who would imagine? This is just magnificent. A lock-up garage, car space in front. That is beautiful.
As you head to Kennedy Street, David Thompson will be going toward Murrumbeena, Phil. That's at 9 towards Street Murrumbeena, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom apartment in that very affordable sort of mid-twos price range. And we're not talking about 2.5 million, we're talking about 250 odd thousand thereabouts. Phil, I'm looking forward to doing my first auction on Saturday morning in Hector Court.
I
Moorabbin.
hope you don't get hectored, Gary, but what a
might get
great
heckled.
what a great property that is. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a lock-up garage, and again, we love single stories, 1960s, 1970s villas. They are today's great opportunity for young people.
There's only one auction at 11:30, Phil. For some reason, between 10:30 and 12:30, right in the centre there. In the centre, there's just one auction, Phil. And it's in Centre Road, Phil. Make no mistake about it. Unit 6 at 207 to 209. Centre Road, Bentleigh. Simon
Gary,
Donick
a
Auctions.
great apartment, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, and again, the most fabulous courtyard that's got a whole decked area to it. Fabulous.
4 auctions, Phil. Count them. 4 on
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 on Saturday at 12:30, and you're not doing any of them. We'll give you a
Wow.
little breather. Hill Street, well, we never have the Hill Street Blues here because we love that street. We sell it all, Phil. Simon Radolnik is there. It's this wonderful 3-bedroom property at 12:30.
Gary, that is brand new. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a double lock-up garage in the basement. It's a really clever development. Like that a lot.
Leo Samuel is off toward towards Street yet again on Saturday after David Thompson does the earlier auction. This one's going off at 12:30.
Gary, this is an extra large apartment that is 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Hard to get a 3-bedroom apartment at an affordable price range, and Toward is a wonderful location, and Murrumbeena is flying.
It's happened, Philip. Jeremy Rosen's auctioneer extraordinaire is meeting Mark Kirkham in Dandenong Road at 460 Dandenong Road. That one's happening at 12:30, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. But Phil, I'm going to be able to say Arrivederci Roma after the auction in Roma Street, Bentleigh. I love it in Bentleigh, Phil, and we're looking forward to that.
592 square metres of land with a very livable, lettable home, and that is your solution to wealth creation by buying fully depreciated houses on good parcels of land. There's a tip.
We are in suburbs all across Melbourne and the southeast suburbs in particular, Phil. We're going to be in Horace Street in Malvern. Leo Samuel auctions this property.
2
across
bedrooms,
the road from
1
Carnegie.
bathroom, 2 car spaces there, Gary. We love that.
I'm going to be meeting Jeremy Rosens at 1:30 for this terrific apartment in Duke Street, Phil. I love this apartment. It's got a beautiful, private, spacious courtyard in this magnificent older style block of apartments. I'm looking forward to being there with
Check out
Jeremy.
that beautiful deck in the courtyard garden. That's a wraparound courtyard garden, Gary, and a great building. And of course, a hop, skip and a jump to Carlisle Street.
Indeed
You wouldn't
it is.
need a car there.
No, that's for sure not, Phil. In Lillimur Road at 2:30, we're going to be in Ormond. Leo Samuel auctions this one.
Gary, I love that location. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. But how good is North Road now between the railway line and just that group of shops where there's some really good cafes? That area is now rapidly developing as a result of the trains going underneath the road, whatever we call that, a road overpass.
It's an overpass, Philip. You've got to go under the overpass, not over the underpass, for those that love Get Smart. I'll remember that episode. Phil, you're going to be, you've got a 10:30 and a 3:30. You've got a lot of time during the day.
I do,
Just
Gary.
wander around aimlessly and get up to no
go
good.
to Chadstone
Get
Shopping
up to
Centre
no
and
good,
just
Phil.
buy some stuff.
You should, Phil. That 3:30 going to be in North Road, 253 North Road.
3 or 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and a double lock-up garage there, Gary. That's a really, really beautiful home.
Leo Samuel's got 4 auctions on, Phil. His final one is at 3:30 in Reid Street, back in Murrumbeena. Don't we love it there?
835 square metres of land, Gary. That is a wonderful, wonderful home. And there are plans that have been approved for 2 luxury homes with 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So, again, a land opportunity gives you the blank canvas for moving forward.
Land ahoy, as the pirates would say, Phil.
They did.
Phil, 3:30 in Alma Road, 1987. Jeremy Rosen's in his hood.
1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, great little starter.
Might get sold before. And on the corner of Chapel, good position there.
Yes.
Phil, Saturday, we've got just the one auction at 10:30. Jeremy Rosen's Busy Man, 5 at 162 Balaclava Road.
1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 secure car space there, Gary. That's a good building.
Triple auction action, Philip, at 11:30. None that you've got to bother about or worry yourself with. You can have a nice sleep and get your beauty sleep. It'll be good for you.
Gary,
For last
might
weekend.
go out for breakfast.
Heatherbrae Avenue, well, that's a beauty, Phil. Leo Samuel auctions is terrific.
4 magnificent bedrooms, 3 incredible bathrooms, 2 car spaces, Gary. And Heatherbrae, what a great location. And again, to take advantage of the Caulfield Racecourse redevelopment in Heatherbrae, that's an easy walk, isn't it?
That sure is, Phil. I've got to say, I love this whole Italian feel that I've got coming on Saturday. You know, I love Italy, one of my favourite countries in the world. Of course, some of my closest friends are Italians, Phil. For some reason, I just love Italian people. I've been to Roma
Some of
on
your
Saturday.
closest friends are Italian. Oh, you do have 2 Italian
I do,
friends.
yeah, very
No,
good mates.
I was about to
Old
say, I
mates.
knew you
3.
had 1.
No,
now
3.
2.
Oh, I got 3. I keep
Okay.
going, yeah. 1 Bella Vista Road.
What's your
Phil.
favourite Italian dish, Gary?
Phil, I went the other night to Tamari in Huntley Road, and I've got to say, Phil, I got a margarita pizza, and I've been arguing, debating with my wife. Should I get a margarita? No, it's bad for you. There's nothing in it. God, it was good.
So I ask you what your favourite Italian dish is,
Yeah, it's pizza.
and the
Margherita
best you've
pizza.
got
That's
is
it.
margarita pizza,
just that
which
guy.
is essentially bread with some tomato sauce on
Oh,
it.
don't forget the cheese and the basil, Phil, and the oregano. No, love it. Love
You
it.
are a very, very
Simple person, Phil. That's the way.
A simple person.
Simple person. Simple
That
values.
Ain't that the truth?
Absolutely. One Bella Vista
If you've
Road.
got a recipe for your favourite margarita pizza,
Let me know about it.
somehow let
I'd
us,
love
let
to
us
hear.
know, because goodness knows it's a complex dish, that one.
Oh, okay, Phil. So what would you like to say? My penne, what's
Well, it's something that is
agnolotte,
slightly more complex than a margarita pizza.
Okay, all right, okay. Spaghetti bolognese. Phil, one Bella Vista Road goes off at 11:30. I've got the auction on it.
So
What a
that's,
great
how,
looking
that's
home.
how we got to
We've
margarita
sold that
pizza.
before. Yeah, we've got Bella Vista,
which
Roma,
of course is
Margherita.
beautiful view in
Yes,
Italian.
Of course.
And
you don't think I knew that?
And that is a beautiful home
okay.
with a beautiful view, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and that is an original condition. That is a really beautiful home for renovation purposes.
We've sold it before.
Livable now, though.
Yeah, beautiful home. Phil, 9 at 11 Kooyong Road. That's a great block. Jeremy Rose's
Check out
auctions.
the floorboards in that property. That's amazing. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, and that's on the Kooyong Hill. So you can walk to Glenferrie Road, the train station in Armidale, and the train station in Malvern. Everything's on your doorstep there. Love that position.
300 Dandenong Road, Phil, I'm due to auction it, but I might get you to do it. We'll talk about it later. 300 Dandenong Road, because I hate to think...
Just palm off more work on me.
You know, I think you'll be bored. I worry about you, because when you just have anything to do on the weekend, you just sort of wander around and you just really don't know what to do. So I'm giving you some direction in life, Phil, because it's good for you.
Yep.
It's wholesome and good. 12:30, Phil, 300 Dandenong Road.
I love this. This is what I do on I know this sounds a little bit pompous, but when I had a Saturday off once, I had nothing to do, so I went to an auction and bought a house.
Yeah, well, that's it. So it's expensive for you. It's very expensive for you. It's better that you're selling houses than buying them. How many can you buy, right? You can sell a lot. You can't buy that many.
That's it.
300 Dandenong Road, Phil. I want to just go back to that.
Wasn't the smartest thing I did, but you can't go wrong owning real estate.
Phil, this is an extraordinary property, this property in Dandenong Road. It's very affordable. It's very spacious. It's on a deep block. It's got parking.
Yes,
it's
3
got some
bedrooms,
nice period
1
features.
bathroom, 2 car spaces. That is a good property.
Phil. Hopefully we'll see you there. Look, 130 Ludbrook Avenue. I'm definitely going to follow you down to that property, Philip. Well, if I can.
Suppose I have to do that auction as well?
No, you don't, because, well, you do. You are booked for doing that auction. In fact, they've double booked me, so I don't think I will be there.
Can I ask you just something? Just like in the privacy of GPTV and our delightful viewers who are probably interested in the question, but probably, as I am, more interested in the answer. What do you actually do at Gary Peer and Associates?
Phil, I walk around a fair bit. I walk around the office and I make sure that things are working, and that everybody's happy. Yeah, that keeps me. That's a big job. That's a big job.
Just saying, viewers.
And hang on, what about the auctions when I come and I hand out the lollies and chocolates?
Hand out the bags. So you're the bag lady. You're the
bag
lady.
I'm very, very busy. And I do this every week, Phil. I mean, I've got to go home for a bit of a rest this afternoon after this. This takes a lot out of you. 35 Ludbrook Avenue, Phil.
Yes,
that's a beautiful home. Now, I love the garden. I love the palm tree there. I love the style of his house in beautiful order, delightful vendors. It's 1:30 on Sunday, Phil, and I've been double booked. I thought I was going to be there.
4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, off-street car parking for 3 cars, some beautiful timber decks, some beautiful floorboards in that kitchen meals family room. That is a good home.
Get down to Ludbrook Avenue. Great address. Phil, 7 at 12 Wyuna Road, Jeremy Rosen's auctions. That's
a good property too, Gary. We love that, and we love that location. Again, it's all about the race course and Caulfield Park there. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space.
Ludbrook Avenue's the only auction you've got booked for the moment on Sunday. I mean, a real cruisy day, aren't you?
Well, after last weekend.
Can I just ask you, other than doing the occasional auction, what else do you do? Is
well,
there anything else
Gary, when I'm not working, I'm asleep.
Fair enough.
Essentially, because essentially all I do is work, Gary, because I have to carry you.
And you
all 110 kilos.
Not quite that much. Not quite that much. We talked about Wyuna Road. I think we did.
We did.
Let's talk about Kooyong Road, Phil, because I'm auctioning that one.
Oh,
1 at
finally,
41
you've done
Kooyong
something.
Road. I think I'll take
next
week off.
Auction honours, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a lock-up garage. That is a beautiful home, and in a very special part of the world, because when you live in that part of Kooyong Road, you've got everything on your doorstep.
You sure do, Phil. I look forward to seeing you there, Ben Eisner, who's handling that sale. At 2:30, Phil, we're going to be in Rosstown Road in Carnegie.
During the Carnegie
brings the curtain down.
2
Leo
bedrooms,
Samuel.
1 bathroom, 1 car space, and that is a wonderful position. Great opportunity there.
Leo Samuel wraps up the weekend, Phil. That's bada boom, bada boom. You did have a very big weekend last weekend. I'm glad you're still standing here a couple of days later.
Before you cut me off and wave goodbye to our viewers, I do want to talk about number 46 Goulet Street, because GPTV will come out the day this property goes to auction, and we're selling this for some very special people. This is a block that they've had for so many years.
Sensational 6, Phil.
We've got 6 2-bedroom apartments that has been really only ever had the one family own this property, or the 2 families that have owned this property. But that's a great opportunity to buy the most fantastic investment. If you want a generational opportunity, this is definitely one of them, because Goulet Street's a great location, 6 2-bedroom apartments, producing a great income and with further opportunity there. So that is a wonderful property.
I think these blocks, Phil, we're going to look back and say, weren't they great buys, these blocks? Because there's a few all of a sudden coming on the market at the same time. It's no secret. And what a great opportunity. Belsize Avenue also goes up next week on Wednesday. It's another incredible block of apartments, Phil. We've got some, you can review them if you like. We've got 8 apartments
Well, why don't we, Gary? I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about apartments numbers 1 through 8 at 45 Belsize Avenue
Great
in
spot.
Carnegie. Again, a great opportunity because that's a fantastic location and it's offered for the first time since 1984. And again, great location, part of the Carnegie groove and vibe. You can walk to everything in Kooyong Road. You can walk to the train station. That is a really good opportunity.
And that is a big wrap on GPTV on this late June edition.
It is,
the
Gary.
year's flying. We're going to be halfway through the year. I don't know, it feels like the year just started, but it's just sort of all of a sudden we just find
Halfway
ourselves
through.
in almost July, Phil.
30th of June, we sadly will look at our financial year, Gary,
Yes.
and go, that was the pandemic.
Yes, pandemic year.
That was the pandemic year. So
And very unusual also to find so many real estate agents in Melbourne, because at this time of year, usually the hoi polloi of real estate, Phil, they're off in Mykonos or they're, the world's their oyster.
Blue-blooded
The
agents,
blue-blooded
you know,
agents,
the ones that were born to rule
Ah,
are in
yes.
Mykonos and,
Those ones are, yeah.
Santorini.
and,
Not the Caulfield agents,
No,
we
not
are
those,
just
no.
little humble operators.
Exactly
we go
right.
about our thing, just working 24/7, 365 because we love it, viewers.
We'll cop a day, in Sorrento at Portsea, Phil. If we can get half a day off, we'll be happy. Just
on
to
the
go there.
Greyhound bus tour that we do down
Right,
there.
Phil, yep, the Greyhound bus tour with the deal for lunch, the 3-course meal deal for lunch. That'll do us grounded agents. Phil, that's a big wrap on GPTV. The market keeps going ahead in leaps and bounds as we wrap it up on GPTV, and we'll see you next week. I'm Gary Pearce.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a fabulous week.